Hello everybody and welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov guide. Today I'm going to be showing you how to mod the M4A1 to the best possible specification it can be. Now as you can see on screen there is a hell of a lot to go through because the M4 is the most moddable gun out there. So I'm going to try and take it as slow as possible and try and talk about it in as much depth as I can. But if you do get lost, just let me know down below in the comments or join the Discord in the description and we'll be able to help you out there. So if we get straight into it, we are going to work on the back side to the front side as I usually do with guns like this. But the default specs are not actually too bad for the gun. The recoil on a default M4 is not bad and it can still pack a punch. But we are going to make this a hell of a lot better. So if we start off with the stock, we are going to remove the CST and replace it with a Colt A2 buffer tube. Now this tube you need for the stock that we're actually putting on, so please do not leave it like this because the recoil, as you can see, just shot up there. So if we're gonna now go to where it says stock, and then we are gonna actually put the RSAS stock on the gun. Now surprisingly, this is actually the best stock you can get for an M4 right now. As you can see, the recoil has just dropped massively, so this is the best for recoil control on an M4 like this. And to be honest, it looks really nice as well. Moving on to the pistol grip, we're changing that to the Growl S. So if you can't find that, it is literally the pistol grip with all the holes in. That's how I remember it. We're going to use that because that increases your ergonomics a hell of a lot and reduces your recoil a bit as well. If we move up to where it says bolt, we are actually changing the Colt AR-15 charging handle to a different charging handle, which will improve your ergonomics even more. We're going to change that to the Badger Ordnance Tactical Charging Handle latch. That will improve your ergonomics a bit, and it doesn't do anything to your recoil, but improves your ergonomics a lot. Before we move further and add a sight onto this gun, we are going to remove the rear sight and the front sight off the default M4 because they do just get in the way. Now personally, for a sight I like to use the hammer. But I know a lot of people just do short range, so they might use just a red dot sight or something like that. Again, it's all personal preference, but personally with M4s, I use the hammer sight a hell of a lot. Now, you can also change the barrel to a short barrel M4. On a default M4, you get a 370mm barrel for the gun. It's a good barrel, it's good for range, but if you're using this gun in, say, factory or customs, you may want to opt for a shorter barrel, which you can buy off Peacekeeper as well. Before we change the barrel itself, you need to actually take off the Windham weaponry rail gas block. Take that off, and then you can go from the 370mm to the 260mm, and you can add the pick block back onto that. So it shortens your barrel a little bit, and it is better for short range encounters. So say inside factory, even inside the resort, this gun will absolutely destroy with a short barrel. Now as well, you can actually change the handguard to a LVOA-S handguard, and it'll look a bit more like this. It looks a bit more meaty and stuff like that. And this is where the key modding comes into play, because we need to actually get some rails to actually attach a handguard to this gun, because we have just changed the actual main handguard bit thing. So to actually attach a front grip onto the gun, we need a 6-inch key mod guide to attach onto the gun, and then on top of that you can attach, there's two options for you. You can attach the magpul AFG angled foregrip thing, which increases your ergonomics by quite a bit, but if you want reduces your recoil by quite a bit actually, but if you want a lot better ergonomics, you can actually go for the shift, and the shift increases your recoil by 0.25 but increases your ergonomics a hell of a lot. So the shift is my personal favorite. If you can't find it, it does sell out a lot, but just remember it is the one with all the holes in. Now you can also attach a 2-inch rail mount thing, the key mod thing, onto this M4 as well, by just attaching it in front of the 6-inch one. So if we attach the 2-inch one, you can see you can add a laser to the gun as well. So as well as the laser, you can actually attach more lasers or more flashlights and stuff like this to the gun as well. So if you go to the railing systems on the side, you can actually attach 4-inch guides to the sides as well. So if we attach the 4-inch rails on either side, you can actually add 2 more lasers either side. So in the world where more is actually more on your gun, this looks meaty and quite vicious. As well, it matches the backstock as well. So I like adding lasers. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. It looks nice. It does increase your recoil a tiny bit because it's making the gun heavier, and it does reduce your ergonomics a tiny bit as well. But I do like it. Obviously, you don't have to, but I like it a lot. Now, we're moving on to the... we're actually moving on to the suppressor now. So if you've changed your barrel, you just add the KAC QD compensator onto the gun. If you haven't changed your barrel, you'll need to remove the default muzzle, the flash hider off of the end of the barrel, and then change it over to the KAC compensator. And then on the end of the KAC compensator, you can add the NT-4 suppressor, which is the best suppressor for the M4s. And that is it. That is it for the modification of the M4. It looks meaty. As you can see, the recoil's gone down a lot, and the ergonomics have gone up a shit ton as well. Now, if we come out of that, you can see the gun looks really scary, actually. It looks like a really nice M4. But there's a lot of things that can change the ergonomics still after you've modded it, and that is the magazine itself. Now, we don't want to go for the default Stanag mags, because even the 60 round mags, these, if you inspect it, increase your ergonomics by 10, or decrease your ergonomics by 10, sorry. So they aren't very good, and neither is the normal Stanag mag, so you just want to get rid of them and don't use them. The best mags you can use are the 50, are the 30 round Gen 3 mags. These are very nice. These can be used a lot, and they decrease your ergonomics only by 4. So these are the best mags to actually use for the gun itself. But if you want a bit more ammo in your magazine, use the P mags, the drum mags. They actually only increase your ergonomics by 5. So it's a 1 extra decrease of ergonomics for 30 extra bullets in a mag. So this is my personal favorite go-to for magazines for the M4, because they just pack a hell of a lot of rounds into the M4, and you can't really go wrong just with -5 ergonomics. Now, at the time of this recording, the actual best ammo to use in the game for the gun to give it the best possible fire rate and damage and stuff like that is actually the MK255 Mod 0 rounds. These are the best rounds that you can use for the M4 at the time of this recording. Obviously, it should change because this is bugged at the moment. The best ammo overall to use is the M995 round. They are the best round overall, but at the time of this recording, and as of patch 0.67, the Mod 0 MK255s are the best rounds at the moment. So just bear that in mind. This will change over time because these ammos are bugged at the moment. So if you're watching this at a later date, make sure you're using the M995 round. But anyway, guys, that is it. I know it's a lot to take in. It's been a long thing to mod and everything like that as well. So I'm sorry if you've got confused, but like I said earlier, if you did need any help, just comment in the comments down below, or use the Discord. Contact me or any one of the EFT help crew, and we'll be able to help you out a shit ton and be able to talk you through how to mod an M4 properly. But anyway, guys, I'm now going to be showing you gameplay using this M4. Hope you do enjoy it. If you did enjoy, a like is always appreciated. If you did actually find use of this video and it did actually help you out, please leave it in the comments. Just let me know that I've helped you out, because it's actually nice to hear that sort of stuff sometimes. So thank you so much, guys. I love you all. I'll speak to you soon. Enjoy the gameplay. There's a guy crouched over there on the pole. He saw me, I think. Yeah, he crouched behind the pole. I think he's walking up to the small hole, so be careful of the small hole. I see him. Got him. I'm up, I'm in. I've got him, I killed him. I've got this second guy here, he had an AK. 74 in. It's pretty decent actually, he had the new scope on it. Oh, it was in something free. I thought it was inflict then, but it weren't. Oh, there's a guy. Down. I think I got him. I'll go around left. Whereabouts? You dead? Yeah, I've killed one. I've seen the other. Scav backpack, cold pack. I'll check in a sec. Oh, there's a kitty guy. Got him. Yep, full on. Had M4. Had M4A1. And an AKN. Take his kipper as well, fuck it. I'll check his level in a second. 49. His M4 weren't bad either.